Obviously, I'm angry that there are people out there that want to do this to our customers. I'm disappointed that we couldn't have prevented it.
An emotional apology from the Optus CEO following the shock news that the company's security had been breached.
I'm very sorry and apologetic. It should not have happened.
On Wednesday, Optus discovered that hackers had compromised up to 9 million customer accounts, accessing names, addresses, phone numbers and email addresses, and in some cases, driver's licence and passport numbers. Optus says it has shut the hackers out and that so far, no ransom demands have been made.
The Australian Cybersecurity Centre is working very closely with Optus to make sure that that information is provided so that they can handle their affairs in the best possible way.
Today, a senior Optus employee anonymously told the ABC,
"It's still under investigation. However, this breach, like most, appears to come down to human error."
Optus has strenuously denied this claim.
I know people are hungry for details about the exact specificity of how this attack could occur, but it is the subject of criminal proceedings, and so we will not be divulging details.
The big fear now is identity theft. Only a small amount of info is required for criminals to open a bank account, obtain a credit card, or apply for a passport in your name.
How much harm can be caused to you as an individual directly by the criminals will depend on exactly how much information was taken. At the very least, it'll give the criminals more fidelity, more information about a large number of Australians to be able to peddle their other scams.
Optus says it will contact the customers it believes are at heightened risk. But for everyone else, what should you do?
Changing your password and making sure it's secure is always a good idea. Making sure you've got two-factor authentication on your bank accounts so that you get an SMS or something like that before any money goes to a new person.
You should also be wary of any emails or texts that arrive, even those that warn your data has been compromised. And do not click on any link, no matter how legit it looks.
Criminals will now be saying that they're Optus and you need to prove who you are to them in order to then resolve this matter.
I mean, if you're with Optus, no doubt you're shook. And remember in the meeting, they asked all of us, is anyone with Optus? And we said, no. And they said, well, if you've ever been with Optus over the last 20 years, and we all went, oh, no.
Yeah, because that's the thing, right? It's not just current customers. They're not too sure just yet how far this hack goes back.
So my Yahoo account could be compromised, right?
It has been. It has been. But 9 million already, that's more than half of adult Australians around the place. And you talk to, within business and banking, I will say this is now the major worry that they've got in terms of hacking. With fraud, with extortion, it's illegal to pay the ransom that's often offered here, but nevertheless, it's obviously cheaper to pay a couple of $1 million and have to deal with all this, which is...
I just can't cope with the, changing passwords then. I mean, I've been Big Boob Scotty. That's my password since time began, and I've got to think of something new.
Scotty, we're live. People
Oh, my God. Well, I've saved the hackers.
Is it Big Boob Scotty at gmail.com?
That's a joke. That's her licence plate.